Hello, everybody. I'm Kathleen Hawkins, your proud president and founder with Woamtec. I am so excited to be here today, and I'm so glad that you're here with us. I hope you had a phenomenal Memorial Day. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I don't know about you, but it's pretty hot here in Florida, so wherever you're at, I hope you're staying cool and enjoying time by the pool if you can. You know, we're going to have an amazing program today. We're here to not only inspire you, motivate you, educate you, empower you, but give you some tools that technology, that branding, that building your business and building positive relationships can help grow and prosper your business. Because I don't know about you, as much time as we want to spend by the pool, we still have to make money this summer. So we have to have a good time, and we have to work smart, and we have to work accurately, and do it as well as we can, as efficient as we can. So we have three amazing guests here today that are going to share information with you and lots of fabulous prizes. So make sure you stay tuned and you pay attention, because you could be a winner today. You're already a winner. We all know that, but you could leave with something that you didn't have before the show started. So we've got three amazing guests. The first one is somebody that I've known for a very long time, somebody that I am proud to say is one of our executive directors. She leads Woamtec Winter Park, and they are kicking butt and taking names, man. They're doing amazing things. Denise Parkhill is here today, and she's going to talk about the importance of creating a happy customer. She deals a lot with people's marketing and branding and helping them in all sorts of ways, shapes, and form, but she's going to talk about the most important steps that sometimes people forget. So Denise, tell everybody who you are and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay. Well, my name is Denise Parkhill, and I am the studio president. For 10 years, what my studio has done is we are a online digital and branding company, so we brand companies online. And for what we really focus on now is we create more traffic to your website, and of course we can convert to more leads through your website.
Okay, and what's the name of your company?
It's TCDG Studios.
Okay.
They're saying, ooh, TCDG, which is The Concept Design Group.
Okay, The Concept Design Group, TCDG. That is a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast, and you will be a winner. No, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited to learn more about your company. But what I thought was most unique and what I thought was most interesting about what you do is so many people come to me and they say, Kathleen, I want to talk about video marketing, or I want to learn how to use social media, or I want to learn how to create a powerful website, but they're missing the bigger boat. And when we were speaking, you shared several tips, several components about bringing it all together to create that brand that people are passionate about. What are some of those components that you were talking about?
Well, there's actually 4 components to a successful online campaign. And that's, number 1 is to attract. And that's, blogging, that's social media, that's SEO. That's converting, which is where landing pages and opt-ins come in. There's closing, and that's where email campaigns come in. And then there's delighting. And now the first 3, I'm sure if I do a great job today, I'll be happy to come back and talk about those. But really the most important is the 4th step in the delighting.
Okay, let's stop for just a second, because I think that is important, and I'm sure you're going to do a great job today, and I'm absolutely positive that you will come back. But I think that it's important to mention real quick that I see a lot of members in all the assessments that we do and all the coach calls that I do with our directors and our members, that they throw stuff out there. And what I have to teach them how to do, and I try and describe it, it's kind of like playing ping pong. Like, you've got to throw stuff out, but if nothing's coming back, you're wasting your time. You're just throwing stuff out.
It's called Jello on the wall. That's what we call it. Just throw Jello on the wall. As business owners, that's what we want to do, and hopefully something comes back.
And how effective do you think that is?
It's not at all. Okay. Yes, and usually that's when clients come to us and say, okay, we need your help.
Okay, so if you have Jello on the wall, you need to give her a call, and you need to let Denise help you, which is amazing. And she predominantly works with small business or business owners, entrepreneurs in Central Florida, but you are capable of working with people nationwide, right?
Yes, we do actually have international client base, but we do require with our clients is we do spend a lot of time, whether in person or via Skype, but it is a person to person. Thank goodness for the internet and technology that we can provide our services out to Argentina, Canada, even the UK.
That's awesome. So you have a client in Argentina?
Yes.
That rocks, girlfriend. That is awesome. Terrific. Okay, now you were talking about step number 4 and how that's the most critical one, but that's also the one that people usually skip or forget about or don't create.
Absolutely. We spend, as business owners, we spend all of our money on the first 3, and that's attracting the customer and converting them to the client. But once they become a client, what happens is we kind of, oh, wait, we already won them. okay, we don't need to pay them any more attention, but the most vital is actually the delighting the customer and keeping them as a customer, because it actually costs 7 times more to attract a new customer than it does to keep an existing customer.
Okay, so if there's somebody that has a retention issue in their business,
Yes.
that people are coming in and they're continuing to go, and it's really interesting because a friend of mine, her father was a millionaire, and they had an amazingly successful company, and it was continuing to flourish. And one day at an event, and it was actually a birthday party of somebody, so it wasn't even a networking event, but anytime I'm around a millionaire, I'm going to pick their brains.
Yes.
Like, okay, now how did you do this? And he said you need to create a product that people need and that is reusable, that they have to buy over and over and over again. And if you do that, and if they have to purchase it over and over again, that's the key, ingredient to building a successful, thriving business. Now, if you can make it a proprietary product, that makes it even better, because it's something that everybody's going to want and can't get from anybody else. So if somebody is watching today, whether you have a proprietary product or you have a product that is a reusable product that people depend on monthly and have to get from you over and over and over again, or you have a service that you're just doing where you're offering a service every month, I think that's more important to work on your retention issue, because if they don't have to come back, you have to delight them to keep them there. So
Absolutely.
if they have a retention problem, what are some of the things that you suggest to fix that?
Well, first of all, when it comes, when I'm talking about brand, I'm not talking about your logo. Most people, when they say brand, they say, oh, I have a logo, I have stationery, I've got corporate identity. That is a piece of brand. But when I'm talking about brand, I'm talking about your culture, your brand culture. And to delight your customer, it first has to start from within, okay? We can help you create that culture, and we can help cultivate you and create that story and create that culture. But it really comes from the business owner. And it comes from the business owner hiring the right employees that actually believe in your culture, and empowering them to share that with their customers. Like, for example, I was at a restaurant about a year ago, and a great example of that. Now, this is a restaurant. There's competition across the street. The food is it's tasty. I enjoy eating there. But I had asked one of the servers, I said, wow, it came up in conversation. I was like, well, it must be tough being in the hospitality industry, having to work nights and weekends and working holidays, and you have a family. That must be a challenge for you.
Absolutely.
And, most people would probably say, yes, it is tough. But this server said, I don't mind working late. I don't mind coming in to cover for other people's shifts. I don't mind coming into work for Thanksgiving. And the reason why is because the owners treat me so well, I don't mind. They work with me when my children are sick. They work with me so that I can change my schedule. They work with me so that I can do all of these things and still be a great mom. So if they need my help for me and come in for a few hours on Thanksgiving, I am more than happy to do that. Well, do you know, I went and I told the whole world that I knew their prices were a little bit more than their competition across the street, but that is where I go now, because I now truly believe in the culture that business has created, and I want to support that.
I think that is so huge, and you never really understand what message you're communicating to the public until you truly understand that it's everybody around you. It starts with the manager, and then it goes to the employees, and then it goes to the customers, and then it goes to the community. And I think that's huge. I have a story very similar that I blogged about, and I actually put the restaurant's name in it and then sent the restaurant the information. But we had one restaurant that was hosting our Woamtec meetings for a very long time, and the director's birthday was that day. And I said, do me a favor, can you I called the restaurant and said, can you deliver a birthday cake or a piece of cake to this director for her birthday and wish her a happy birthday? Now, I was totally perfectly capable and fine paying the $5 for the piece of cake, though honestly, I have to admit that I really thought the guy would give it to her for free, knowing that it was her birthday and that she had 40 people in the room that day. But he charged the director for the cake. So it's so funny how when you get into a situation where the person doesn't understand that what they do and how they react is going to change the whole culture about what everybody else does. Not that you want to give away your cake for free, but understand that what people are going to say, because I've never gone back to that restaurant.
And you never will go back. And and people in general, of course, we want to go online. We want to talk badly about a bad experience. But how many of us go and share about the positive experience in a positive way? And and that's something. We all want customers, of course. That's why we're here in business. But what if we had advocates?
Right.
What if we could create those advocates that were there sharing the positive things, that were there defending our, and telling everybody what a wonderful experience they had. And as business owners, part of your brand is to create the experience for the customer. It's about communicating with them, and it's about educating with them. A few years ago, here's another restaurant story. I'm sorry, we do like to go out and eat a lot. But anyway, a few years ago, we were at this was a high-end restaurant in a high-end resort that had just opened. It was a well-known restaurant, and so we made reservations. I had a wonderful experience. Called, they were like, as accommodating as can be. When we sat down for our meal, the server was wonderful. I really enjoyed the bread. He said, let me send you home with some more bread so you can enjoy it with your family tomorrow. I really enjoyed the mashed potatoes. He said, let me share the recipe with you so you can make this at home. Oh, but this place does. And I expected it because I knew this was a special occasion restaurant. And it was a wonderful experience. And we were even looking at the private room and said, we're going to hold our Christmas party here. We're going to tell everybody about this wonderful. We were feeling so wonderful. It didn't matter what the check was at the end because the experience outweighed everything. So we're going out to the valet to get our car. And what happens is the valet goes, oh, I see you ate at so-and-so, because we had our bag of goodies to go. I see you ate at so-and-so. And then he goes, and I was with my parents, and he goes to my dad, and he rubs his round belly and says, and I can tell you really enjoyed yourself, didn't you? Well, in that 2-hour experience, what happened? We went from customer to advocate to never going back again. And that is a big mistake. And it was just a silly, tasteless joke. It was no intention, but just something that small. It's creating the experience the whole way. So something that small, we will never go back. We will never, if anybody ever wants to go, we're just like, no, let's try another restaurant, So it's something that business owners don't always realize that how important that is.
I think that that's so true. And one of the things that I teach when we do our business assessments and calls is, have you shopped your business? Have you shopped your competition? Have you really gone through the whole experience? Because we do grow blinders on so many different things in our business. We do not realize, the one person that can make the silly joke that can kill it, that can kill that transaction, that sale. And if you work so hard to get people to come in, you don't want to lose them because of some comedian that you have. Everybody thinks they're a comedian. They're a dime a dozen, but they're all really out of business or unemployed, or doing ballet, which is crazy. So what do you think? So delighting the customer, making sure that the experience is phenomenal, making sure that you're delivering what you need them to deliver is so critical. Other than being kind to your employees, what can we do to help deliver that brand? Like, we want to be this. How do we become that?
Well, what most don't realize is brand is a creative part, but there is a very strategic, very scientific part to that part of brand. And what we do with clients is we identify their personas of their clients. I'm not necessarily saying what are your target markets, because you may want attorneys, but I want to know everything about that persona. I want to know, are they married? Are they divorced? Are they a parent, grandparent? Are they single? What's their education level? And companies have more than one persona. And when you're portraying your message, and you're doing the first 3 steps, the attracting, those are very important to bringing those down the funnel to get them to be a client. And so that's a part when we're talking about Jell-O against the wall. These clients probably don't know who their personas are. You know, when they're saying, oh, I'll take anybody with money. No, let's clean the Jell-O off the wall. Let's not throw it out there, and let's target it specifically to who your personas are.
Okay. So you're not only communicating effectively, but so you're also making sure that you know who you're targeting, you know who you're going after, because all too often what we do is we, like you said, throw it up against the wall and hope something sticks at the end of the day. But you have to know what is a good lead for you? What are you working on this week? Who do you want to connect with this week? How are you going to cultivate that relationship to take it from a cold lead to a warm lead to a retained client, you know, for a lifetime, and a referral partner for a lifetime, which is so important. So if you don't know what your persona is, if you don't know who you're going after and who you want to connect with, she may be a good person for you to call. And lucky for you today, she's got several gifts that she's going to give away. So Denise, why don't you tell everybody what you're giving if somebody connects with you, the first 3 people that connect with you.
The first 3 people, our website is www.tcdgstudios.com. The first people to actually go to our website, in the top corner, you'll see an orange button, and it says request a consultation. If you select that, fill out the information, and put Woamtec Live into the field, we will give the first 3 people a free analysis of their personas. So we will actually help walk you through and create your personas.
Okay. And if you're not watching this today, let's just say you logged in onto our YouTube channel at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, tomorrow, the next day, whatever it may be. If you're not watching this today, reach out to her anyways, because, you know, a lot of the people that watch us don't actually watch us Woamtec Live live. So you might want to just take the chance, because you could still be a winner. So don't say you lost if you haven't even tried, because it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. So once again, give them your website.
www.tcdgstudios.com.
Okay, check it out, because I know she offers a ton of fantastic information, products, goods, and services. If you haven't stopped by and visited the Woamtec Winter Park chapter, or if you're coming to Orlando this summer on vacation, stop by her chapter. Write off your trip, make it a business trip, and send your kids to Park Avenue. They'll have fun, trust me, I promise. Go have lunch, they can go get ice cream, and it's a win-win situation for the whole entire family. So Denise, thank you so much for being here today. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. I look forward to watching our members build their persona, build their brand, and acknowledge the fact that it's not about a logo, it's not about a postcard, it's not about a website, it's about the experience. It's about the message that you're trying to communicate, the experience that people have, and understanding that retaining your clients is so much more important than just gaining new clients. So thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Now don't go away, because we're going to stop for just a minute and we're going to show a short video, but then we have 2 more amazing people that are going to be on the set that are coming here to you live. I can tell you that just recently we had the Confident Women Conference, and it was an amazing event, and we had lots of great people. I am now in the process of booking our 2015, do you believe it's 2015 already, National Conference, and I'm telling you that I am looking for people to do breakout sessions, and I'm looking for keynote speakers. So if you want to be a vendor, a speaker, if you want to do a breakout session, or if you just want to attend, shoot me over an email at info@woamtec.com. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't go away. Stay tuned and look at this.
Are you ready?
if you missed this last 2014 Confident Woman Conference, I can tell you that you missed a good time. And if you're a guy that's watching the show, I can tell you it takes a confident man to be around a bunch of confident women, but we did have lots of guys attend the conference this year, and you're welcome to attend next year as well. So 2015, once again, I'm looking for one keynote or main stage sponsor. So we only accept one main stage sponsor. You get a lot of great things for that. If you want to give your company some extra recognition in front of hundreds of confident women and a few good men, please reach out and let me know. If you'd like to showcase, we are category exclusive to the point where we will only have one Mary Kay person there, one Juice Plus person, whatever it may be. And we want to connect with you to make sure that that happens. But most of all, I am looking for dynamic, didactic, stellar individuals that have information that they want to share, education that they want to share, that our members can benefit from. If you reach out to me with your topics, we're going to be hiring people in the next 60 days. So I look forward to connecting with you. But the show's not over yet. We've got two more amazing ladies that are here to present with us, and I'm so excited, and I want to give a big Texas shout out. Can we do some caterwauling out there? Does anybody here can do some caterwauling? A big Texas, and thank you, Tanya. Big Texas shout out to all of our members in Texas. You are doing an amazing job. I'm so blessed to have had an opportunity to come out there and meet with you last year and to spend some time with you. And I'm blessed to say that we have an amazing member that I think she's a member of like 6 chapters right now. Amy Robinette is with us, and she's joining us via Skype. Amy Robinette is the gold buying girl, and she has taken a business, and the reason I asked her to be here today is because I saw her in action. She was a vendor at an event that we did, and I watched her work the room. I watched her finesse. I've seen her join different chapters and really take a business to an entirely new level. She's really thriving in what she's doing because she gets it. She gets marketing. She gets passion. She gets building her brand. She gets connecting with people, and I wanted her to share a little bit of that with you. So, Amy, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for talking to us about the power of networking. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Kathleen. Thanks for the nice introduction.
You're very, very welcome. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm Amy Robinette, the gold buying girl. I started a gold home party business about 5 years ago by myself. I was a personnel recruiter, and I had to reinvent myself, and I'd heard about this idea, and I figured out my own business model. So I started it on my own, and the first year I was by myself, I bought over $1 million worth of gold. That is a lot of gold. But the other part of this business is people were having so much fun at my parties that they asked me if they could become a gold buying girl too. And that's how my business started to grow. When I first started with this idea, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the business. It kind of evolved. But when I saw everybody was having so much fun, it was contagious, and they asked me if they could work for me. That's how I started to grow my business. And I'm in 6 states right now. I have 150 girls working for me, and it's been evolving for the last 5 years, and I'm happy to do it. I've had a lot of fun. I've met a lot of good people. The stories at these parties are everything from funny to bittersweet, but it's been a great ride for the last 5 years.
What, as a business owner, has been your biggest obstacle or challenge since you started this? I mean, you're talking about you've got a lot of people working underneath you. You took a concept that I know was important, especially during the middle of a recession, and you really made it blossom. You really made it bloom into a different level. And I can imagine managing 150 people. I can imagine dealing with, having to come up with all the laws and the rules and the regulations and, the contracts and all that could be very challenging. If there's somebody that's out there that's a business owner that is has an idea or looking to grow their business and has a dream of going nationwide, is there any advice that you might share with them today?
Well, be organized. And surround yourself with people that have the same vision that you do that can help you grow this. Especially the biggest growth pains I had were the accounting issues. And money in, money out. So many checks are being written that I had to get a handle on that. So when I got a good accounting person in place and just kept everything going forward on, in a timely manner. So we were meeting our deadlines.
That's awesome.
That was probably one of the biggest challenges.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that's awesome. And I am going to ask you to do something, and I know sometimes when we're doing things via Skype, it's kind of a challenge, but if you can turn the volume down on your computer just a tad bit for us, it's going to give us less of a feedback, and I think the members will be able to hear you and enjoy your presentation a little bit more. And I'm going to give you a second to do that. I do want to mention that you joined 6 different Woamtec chapters, and I know you've encouraged other people on your team to visit different chapters. What is the most rewarding part of that experience for you? What has it been like so far? And why would you join so many different chapters instead of just joining one and really diving into it?
I joined so many chapters because I have so many women working for me. Is this sound level better?
That's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, I turned it down. I joined these chapters because I had so many women all over the city, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for them to go and meet people in their area. So, as it turns out, I also joined in because, as you know, I'm the best person to speak about the business, but I also encourage the women that work for me to participate in Woamtec. Am I talking a little too fast?
No, you're doing fantastic, Amy. Thank you so much. You're doing great. You know, I think that it's funny because when you attend Woamtec, when you join a Woamtec chapter, you can bring anybody from your company with you to attend with you. So I think that that's brilliant that you're the person, you're the brand that's joining the chapter, and yet you're having other people come with you, which is awesome. Now, today you're going to talk about the power of networking. Not necessarily gold buying, though. If you have gold to sell, she still will buy it no matter where you're at in the nation. So you need to reach out to her because I know you can make a lot of money. I personally had a gold buying party with the ladies in my neighborhood. We had a girls' night out, and they were all ecstatic with the results that they had. So you can reach out to Amy and discuss it with her too. But if you are, you're going to talk about the power of networking. And the reason why we wanted to do that is because you really get it. Like, I really believe that you get it. So you had some steps that you wanted to share with us today on the power of networking. Do you have any suggestions or tips for our members that are watching right now on how to make the most, not only about their membership, but about any event that they attend?
Well, first of all, you have to be passionate about the product or service that you are selling and that you are talking about. And if people don't feel the passion coming from you, they're not going to be interested in your product. You need to develop a 30-second commercial that tells about you, what you sell, why your product is good, and so people get it in the first 30 seconds. You don't want to lose their attention. You want to make sure that they understand what you do and what you have to offer.
I think that that's really important. You know, so many times people just they say something and they're just kind of speaking so casually, or they're using so much company jargon that nobody knows what the heck they're talking about, you know, because they're using qualifications and certifications and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't know how to help you. Can you please dummy that up a little bit and tell me what you're looking for? So I think that that's stellar. What else would you recommend?
Well, recruit ambassadors to work for you, people that tout your business. It could be a family member, a relative, or maybe somebody that doesn't want to do this full time, but they can be your ambassador and you can pay them a referral fee, a 10% referral on business that they drive your way. A lot of people will help you, and a lot of people love to help people. I love to network. I love to help people. So if there's anything I can do to help someone else, I do it because I know it'll come back tenfold to me.
I think that that's wonderful, and you know, it's so true. And I remember years ago I used to consult with photographers in the photographer industry across the nation, and I did a lot of business assessments and evaluations and training and consulting with them. And there was one photographer that was in New York, and he made a lot of money. I think he did Trump's wedding, one of Trump's weddings, and he dealt with high-end clients. And one of the things that he said to us one night when my husband and I went out to dinner is he said, you know, you have to schmooze. You have to schmooze your vendors. If you want to get into the plaza weddings, you have to schmooze them. And if that means taking them a $1,000 bottle of champagne or a $100 gift or whatever, or offering them a commission, you have to do that. And at first my husband's response was, I'm not going to bribe people to refer me. If they think my work's good, then they're just going to think my work's good. And he's like, yeah, that's not how it works in New York, at least. And I get that, though. And it's not about bribing, but it's about thanking. You know, and sometimes those goodwill gestures mean a lot. Or sometimes if you just say, I appreciate your referral. If you give me a referral, I'm going to give you this as a thank you gift. So it's not a bribe, it's a thank you gift. And just looking at it a little bit differently so you don't feel as uncomfortable with the situation. I think most people, if they know, like, and trust you, would do whatever you want them to do because they know, like, and trust you and because they believe in you and they want to help you. And I think that that's cool. But I do want to remind you that if you can give them an incentive, they may do it faster or they may do it more, which is important. So what else? What other tips might you suggest for us today?
Well, search the internet for networking groups. I've recently found a lot of them on Facebook, and Facebook is free. And I started my own on Facebook. I have several here in the state of Texas that my girls are all starting to participate in, and people are asking me to join. In less than a week, I have almost 250 members on my networking page, the first networking page that I started. Now, I belong to other ones, but it dawned on me, why wouldn't I start my own that would really benefit me and actually benefit other people?
I think that's awesome. Starting something on Facebook is a very brilliant way of tapping into your marketing demographics. Like if you don't know, say you're looking for, let's say you're looking for insurance people in the state of Texas. That's a good lead for you. That's a good connection for you. That's a good power source, but you don't know how to find insurance people in the state of Texas. Start a Facebook group that says Texas insurance people and see who joins it. It's a great way to just immediately start making those connections and find your demographic easily and quickly and make that happen. So great suggestion. What number are we on now? I don't even know. I've lost track of time.
We're going to number 5.
Awesome.
Basically is similar to the other one. Start your own networking group. You can do like a lunch group. And I belong to several lunch groups besides Woamtec. But you can go to Meetup on the internet and start your own networking lunch group. That's another way to meet people. But something that the young lady you had on earlier said, hit a chord with me also, is know your demographic for your product or your service. Know who is right, who you appeal to. Not everybody's going to be your customer or could possibly be your customer, but also you just do your research. Know who your prize customer would be or your exact fit for a customer would be.
Okay,
and then
go ahead.
Learn to speak to groups. Get up in front of people. I know that, at every Woamtec meeting, we all get to get up and tell our 30-second commercial and, get used to it. You can go to schools, you can go to other groups and talk. And that's another way to spread the word about your product. But get comfortable with public speaking.
I think that's really important, and I do just want to mention a couple of things. First of all, I agree, starting your own networking group is a very brilliant idea. I do think, and I want everybody that's watching to know that with Woamtec, we are continuously hiring directors nationwide. So if you or someone you know would like to not only start your own networking group, but get paid to market and network and grow your own business, because we do pay commissions to all of our directors, and also have a support team, so you're not in it alone. You can either start your own and have to create that brand, or you can take the ball and roll with it when the brand's already created and you have people here to do your flyers and to help you promote your meeting and a support system on staff that's already there to make it easier for you so you can still focus on being that business owner, which is critical and important. So if you know anybody, right now we are offering a special for anybody that refers a director anywhere in the nation who is hired, trained and starts a chapter, launches a successful chapter, we will not only pay you for referring that person to us or provide you with a free membership to that chapter or any chapter across the United States, or give you free advertising opportunities on our Woamtec website as well as in Confident Woman magazine. So we want to work with you, and we grow not by finding people that are looking to make money. We grow by finding successful people that are looking to become more successful, because the speed of the leader is always the speed of the gang. And so we can't grow without you. And we know that. So thank you for pointing that out, Amy. I appreciate it. So I think now we're on to number 8, I believe. Am I right?
Yes. 8, always carry your business cards. I cannot tell you how many people I run into that do not carry their business cards. And one of the things that I do, you can also do this in conjunction with number 9, which is did you know question. I have a little business card here that says, did you know if you filled this bag with gold, and it's got 2 little pieces of candy here, that the weight of this would be worth $180? That goes with your business card and a did you know question. Even if you sold skincare and gave away a little sample, did you know that the first signs of premature aging are this? Give them a did you know and get their mind to thinking that maybe they do need your product or your service.
I think that's important, because becoming an authoritative leader is critical in building your success. An authoritative leader on your topic, what you're doing. And I remember years ago, the first photography convention I went to, I said to Jeff, I'm going to write a book on marketing and selling for photographers. And I wasn't a photographer. That wasn't my industry. That wasn't my line of work. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, what do you know about photography? And I was like, trust me, these people need my help. And I went and I approached a publisher, and we signed a deal at that conference, at that event. And when I was writing this stuff, he was saying, he would say to me sometimes, how do you know this, or how can you say this? And if you believe it with passion, if you believe that that's how it should be, if you communicate that and become an authoritative leader on what you're communicating, on what you're speaking about, wherever you're going to speak, everybody has a topic. Everybody has something that they can share. Everybody that is a member of Woamtec could be on Woamtec Live, and this is a free advertising opportunity for your business. You just need to come up with, what is it that you can teach people? What is the did you know about your business that you can share with us, that we can share with the world and we can share with others to make you an authoritative leader? I think that's critical. I think that's important. So great takeaway, Amy. I appreciate it. And are we on number 10?
Yes.
Yay, what's the last
but
tip?
not least, make yourself accountable. make a chart. Keep records of what you do, what works, what hasn't worked. But you have to be accountable and see. It's like you said something earlier. If this isn't working, you have to do something else. So look at your accountability chart and see what is best for you and how to go forward and be more successful.
Okay. I think that is so critical, and I thank you so very much for sharing that. I can tell you that what I have learned out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of assessments that I've done is the number one thing that is holding back our members from achieving greatness and achieving their goals is 90% of our members don't have enough accountability in their life or in their business. And what I mean by that is if you have somebody else that is carrying 50, 60, 70, 80%, 90%, 100% of keeping a roof over your head and food on the table, you don't work as hard as if you were the one person that's keeping the roof over your head and food on the table. So you want to look at what your accountability is. How much money do you need to build in your business, and what is holding you accountable to make that happen? You can wish for success or you can make it come true, but you're only going to make it come true if you have that passion, if you believe in your brand, if you build that passion in your employees and in your customers, and then if you hold yourself accountable to make it happen and make that plan come true. And that's why it's so critical that people do a business plan. But I know most of you that are watching today probably are looking at me and saying, my business plan is up here. Well, when it's up there, you're not accountable. And that's the one thing that you can take away from this or from this show today is finding that accountability and making yourself accountable each and every day. So Amy, thank you so very much. Now I know you have some fun prizes that you're going to give away today. So you're giving away lots of prizes, and this is all for Texas. So if you are a member and you're supporting Amy by watching the show today and you are in Texas, you can leave with a really cool prize. Amy, show them what you've got.
Here it is. It's a gold nugget handbag. And for the first 10 people that go to my site and book a party, you can fill out the contact information form and give us your details. I will send you a gold nugget handbag. Okay. And I want you to know that these are coveted. Everybody in the state of Texas wants one. And when women see me with these out in the evening, they all ask, where did I get it? So this is another part of, what the young lady spoke about earlier. This is part of my branding.
I think that's awesome. So tell them again how they can get it. The first 10 Texans. So if you're from Texas, whether you're from Dallas or the Woodlands or Magnolia, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're from Texas and you're watching the show right now, where do they have to go? What's the website that they go to win one of those handbags?
The website is goldbuyinggirl.com, just like my company. Gold, G-O-L-D, buying, B-U-Y-I-N-G, girl. And just fill out the form. If you're in Amarillo, Lubbock, San Antonio, El Paso, wherever, we want to hear from you, and I'll send you a gold bag.
Okay. And tell them why they should book a gold buying party with you right now.
Well, first of all, they're fun, and you make a 10% hostess reward. The average party is $3,500, so that's $350 to you. And you're getting paid to party. Your friends, it only takes 5 people to have a party, and your friends will thank you once they come to your house and they see how much their gold is worth. And you spoke earlier about know your competition. I shop every gold store, every pawn shop that I can possibly in my area, wherever I am. If I'm in another town, I want to make sure that we're paying the highest price ever. And one of the reasons we can pay higher is because we don't have the overhead of a store.
That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for being here today. Give all of my Texas ladies a big, huge hug for me and tell them that I miss them and I can't wait to see them again. Thank you for supporting 6 of our phenomenal chapters out there. And please know that if there's ever anything I can do for you or for any of the members in Texas, I'm just a phone call away. So I appreciate you for being here today. Thank you so very, very much.
Thanks, Kathleen. I enjoyed it very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, now don't go away because we still have one more amazing segment. But before we jump into that, I do want to give a shout out to Texas because I have to tell you, last year in 2013, we had a jeans drive contest, a Be Comfortable in Your Jeans, to support women and children who have been abused, neglected, or abandoned through no fault of their own, and to support Allison Krieger's Helping Other People Eat passion for women with eating disorders, women who just feel uncomfortable in their jeans with who they are, with their body shape, with what they do. And we collected thousands. We've collected over 15,000 pairs of jeans since we've started this program. And I can tell you that the Magnolia, Texas chapter collected over 1,000 pairs of jeans. It may have even been 2,000. I'm pulling this out by memory, and my memory's not what it once was. Over 2,000 pairs of jeans last year. They did an amazing job. I am so proud of you. Well, the challenge is on again. So it's time to clean out your closets, clean out your kids' closets. If the jeans are too bad to wear, we have a place in Miami that we can send them them where they make baby blankets for babies born with AIDS. But we will take any size, men, women's, children's, any size, any style, any color jeans. And if you don't know where to take them to, I can tell you, I will find a place for you, or we will come and pick them up for you. We will figure it out. So we have a jeans drive. The chapter that collects the most jeans between now and August 15th, 2014 are going to win either two 1-year memberships or 4 6-month memberships to give away in their chapter, and everybody in the chapter will win a prize. So the race is on. Go find your jeans. I can tell you that I know that Magnolia went to a few garage sales. They went to a few consignment shops. So they did their work last year, but they're the chapter to beat this year, and I'm anxious to see what happens. So that is so exciting. Now, I do also want to mention that we've got a lot of amazing summer activities coming up. So if you haven't heard of the different networking things that are happening, we've had poolside luau's, and we're having a fun day, and we've got a dance night, and all sorts of activities happening throughout the country. So make sure you go to woamtec.com, look at events, go to your chapter, find a city near you, and check out what's happening at Woamtec this summer, because working doesn't have to be boring. Working can actually be a whole lot of fun. So speaking of working, I've got a lady that's going to teach you how to work with your camera, with your phone, how to make yourself more visible, how to build yourself as an authoritative figure, and build your brand with video marketing. Please welcome Rhonda Ryder to the stage, to the platform. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
Yay. Rhonda, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Great, sure. Well, my name is Rhonda Ryder, and I've been a copywriter for over 20 years. And what happened was I started coaching my clients to do video because I was creating sales pages and landing pages and helping them make sales online. And then what happened is just organically with the onset of video and how popular it is, I began just coaching them on video, helping them get more sales, get more leads with video. And so writing tons of scripts, and it's just been great. So I started buvideos.com last year, along with my copywriting services. So really been busy writing a lot of copy, writing a lot of scripts, and teaching mostly women entrepreneurs and a few great men how to do video for their marketing.
I think that that's really important. I can tell you that I know there's a couple things that I've seen. I know that a lot of times people will use video. They'll take their phone and they'll do a video and they'll do something like that, but they don't put a whole lot of thought into what they're going to say, so it's not very strategic. So like YouTube may not pick up certain things because you don't say what you should say in the first 15 seconds or 5 seconds, or I don't even know the number. But the other thing that I've noticed is a lot of people are afraid to use video, and they put all the obstacles in the path, why they shouldn't do it, what's going to keep them from doing it, the fears from doing it. So I want to talk a little bit about that. But what are some of the statistics that you have, some interesting statistics that you might want to share?
Oh yeah, okay, so I wrote them down because I wanted to make sure I get them right, and I found some new statistics. So, well, this one I know is that YouTube has over actually it's 5 now, it's 5 billion video views every single day. Not million, but billion every single day. So it's crazy, right? We want a little piece of that. We could have just a little tiny piece of that. We'll be golden, we'll be doing good. And also, if you want a page 1 listing on Google, it increases your chances of getting found on Google increases 53 times when you have video, when you're using video.
Wow.
So another reason. And then customers are 85% more likely to make a purchase on a website that has video. So it's like, why aren't we using video? It's like such an amazing tool, and we'll talk about why we're not using video, right?
Do you think that the reason why they're more likely to make that purchase is because you become more knowable, likable, trustable? You're selling the brand that Denise was talking about because they're able to see you. They're experiencing more than just words. Is that what it is?
Exactly. Video builds that know, like, and trust factor faster than anything else, except maybe like what Amy was talking about, public speaking or face-to-face. But we all can't be at all different places. We haven't figured out how to clone ourselves yet, right? So we can't be everywhere at the same time. But with video, we actually can. We can be on 100 different computers at the same time, building that rapport with people and attracting our ideal clients, because people resonate with us. They just don't want to read about us anymore. They want to see us. They want to hear us. They want to experience who we are, because video is everywhere, so they just expect that.
Right, absolutely. I think that that's important, and it's so true. Now, why are some of the... Now, let me tell you this. Okay, I've got a challenge right now, and I'm going to challenge you because I have a problem. People won't sign up for Woamtec Live, and this is not only the show where you're getting exposure with all three of our guests, with the other people, but each one of you gets an individual segment of just your segment that you can use on your Facebook page, on your YouTube channel, on your website that's professionally produced for you for free for being a Woamtec member. So why are people so afraid to put themselves in front of a camera?
I think, in working with the hundreds of people that I've been working with, and myself as well, I don't, we're afraid of our appearance. We're afraid of, showing the world, getting out there. We don't like how we look on camera. We don't like how we sound. And I think that's the number one reason, especially for women. And, so just like pushing through that barrier, I went through it myself. I was like, I did my first 5 videos, and then I was like, forget it. I'm not doing this. Forget this whole idea. This was a bad idea. I don't want to do it because, I want to wait until I lose 20 pounds or find a way to, get 20 years younger or something, and because it's a big deal to put yourself out there. This is a big deal for most people. Even for me, I still get a little nervous getting in front of the camera, or, it's always a thing about how we look or how we sound. But the thing is, we're missing out. We're missing out so much because there's incredible opportunity right now with YouTube. I mean, it's free. When you think of it, it's actually free to advertise on YouTube. And it's free. Like if you have an iPhone, this doesn't cost me anything to just, make a quick little video. Yeah, we want it to look professional. And if you want some really high quality professional videos, then you go to somebody like Jeff Hawkins. Get a few really great videos under your belt. But if you want to do like on the go weekly videos, I mean, you can do this for yourself. And if you learn, just a few tips, how to put keywords in the titles, keywords in the description when you upload it to YouTube, you are going to get traffic to your website, and people are going to find you, and they're going to feel like they know you. They're going to feel like they know, like, and trust you because they've seen you on video. So it's free advertising. This window right now, we don't know how long this window is going to be open with YouTube because they could start, who knows, tomorrow they could start charging. Not tomorrow, but maybe next year or something, they could start charging for uploading videos. We don't know.
Right, absolutely.
So right now, it is like if you're struggling to get clients, if you're struggling, to make your rent every month or whatever it is, this is a great way. You don't have a big budget for advertising or marketing. This is a great way to advertise for free. And yes, we have to get over our fear. You have to be willing to sometimes maybe even, make a fool out of yourself. I mean, sometimes I feel, that's what it takes.
A planned fool out of yourself. I have to say a planned fool. Like, don't just make a total fool, but make a planned fool. Because I think that it's important to also mention, I know that you probably have some tips to give us, but if you have to think about, let me see how I can word this. I caution a lot of people that I speak to because they want to put it all out there. So they put it all out there on what they do, and they say, okay, I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to do this. But I'm a business coach and I'm wearing a baseball cap, and I'm like, there's a time and a place for that. And you can put a baseball cap on and go to a baseball field if you're going to talk about baseball being the All-American team and how the nation has changed. Then it makes sense to do that. You know what I mean? You want people to see you, like you want to be strategic with how they see you as a mother and how they see you as a family and how they see you as a business person in everything you communicate, correct?
Yeah, like when I say make a fool out of yourself, like sometimes you just have to put yourself out there and take that risk. But what I really help people with, because of all my years of experience with words, with copywriting and sales, is I help you plan out the strategy, plan out the video marketing strategy, plan out what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. Yeah, we don't want to just go out there and, make a fool out of it. No, we want to have plan. We want to look good. We want to look professional. We want to get clients. So.
And if you want to look good, look professional, and still be fun and crazy, you can, but there's a method to that. Like, watch some people that are really good at it. Because there's some people that are really good at it that, thank you, that it's how strategic they get with it. Do you know what I mean? I've studied a lot of people, even on their Facebook pages, and it's almost like how the photos that they show with people in their community makes them look like an all-around community person. The photos that they show doing volunteer work makes them look like a great, good soul spirit. The posts that they post, it's a nice balance, but it's all selling their brand. It's all selling what
Right.
kind of person they are. And you want your videos to do that too.
Yes.
So when would, when someone's making a video and they're doing it with their phone and they've thought through I want to do something, because how frequently would you suggest they put a new video up?
Well, consistency is everything. So if you could do one video a week, maybe have an e-zine or not, but just do one video a week and build up your YouTube channel or build up your subscriber base and have people just kind of looking for that, expecting that. Consistency is everything, and I struggle with that myself. But consistency is key. So as much as you can do right now, but what we recommend is just take one day and just shoot like maybe all the videos for next month.
Right.
So maybe shoot 4 videos. Maybe you want to do 1 video a week. If that's too much, if you just want to do two videos a month, then film 4 videos, and they just only need to be 2-3 minutes each. They don't need to be very long, or start to practice. If you're not ready yet, start to practice. You could upload your videos and make them private and only show them to your friends who will give you honest feedback. We do teach an online video class where the Facebook group is just private and just the students, and we get to practice. So you don't have to go live until you're ready. But I do find that people need help knowing what to say and how to say it. So we do teach a lot about that and help them with that.
I think that's important, and as a copywriter, you get this because there is a strategy for it, and so many people just kind of throw it up against the wall like the Jell-O and hope that it sticks. Right. I think that it's important that if you are taking the time to sit down and do 4 videos for next month, that's forcing you to sit down and come up with a strategy. Do you know what I mean? It's not just look, I have 5 minutes. Woo, let me take a picture, or let me take a video. And so it's forcing you to kind of think through that process. And I tell people often, even if in January, because it's sometimes slow between Christmas and like January 5th for businesses, even if in January your business is a little bit slower and you sit down and you think of the 12 marketing strategies you want for the year, or the 52 marketing strategies that you want for the year, and then create your constant contact at that time and create your videos at that time, and then automate it to where it's just going to automatically happen for you. It's not that hard to do. It may seem overwhelming, but it's not that hard to do. And once you get on a roll, you start to get into it, and you can whip them out like that, because 2 or 3 minutes, like you said, is not a long time. It's not hard to get a tip, and that's what you're going to share. And it will help build your confidence, because you will start to feel like an authoritative figure, because you know what? You have a plan. And when you have a plan, you know where you're going. And when you know where you're going, you're going to be able to get there. It's the people that don't know where they're going. And success is not where you're at right now. It's how far you've gotten since you've started. So as long as you're moving forward, you're moving in a positive direction and you're continuing to grow, which is huge. So do you have any other common suggestions or ideas, or do you want to share any mistakes that people sometimes do when creating videos? I don't want you to give away your class because I want people to take it, but do you have any suggestions or mistakes that people sometimes do?
Sure. Well, one of the most common mistakes that people make when they first start making their videos is lighting and sound. So if people can't see you, obviously that's a problem, because they're going to get frustrated and they're going to click away, they're going to lose interest immediately. Or if they can't hear you, that may be even more important than the sound, because if they can't hear you, then what's the point, right? They're gone, they're out of there. So simple things, with the iPhone, you can, if you hold it arm's distance, you don't need another mic. If you're going to hold it further away, then you need to get a mic. And they're not that expensive. You can get a lavalier mic that just hooks into here, and you're good to go. And it's really not that techy. It's not that difficult to do yourself, but make sure the lighting, and you can actually use Mother Nature's lighting if you're worried about creating a studio, like you have a beautiful studio here with lots of equipment. But you don't necessarily need that to get started. You can go ahead and you can make a video, like sunset is the perfect time.
You're exactly right.
To go outside, and right before...
Actually, it's 20 minutes before sunset. I know that from the photography business. 20 minutes before sunset, it's called sweet light. And that's the best time to plan a wedding, 30 minutes before the sunset. But
of course,
sweet light.
you would know this, being married to a photographer and being in the photography, yes. So exactly, you can go out there, and it takes 10 years off your face, all this kind of stuff. It's wonderful. So, or if you're an early riser, you can go right after sunrise. Same type of thing. And you can just talk into the camera and be natural. You know, we also teach how to talk, how to speak, make a video with a teleprompter, but you don't have to use a teleprompter. It's really, you know, it's all about the connection. So the more natural you are, the better. So those are the three things. And the other thing is to make sure you have a call to action. One of the biggest mistakes is when we make a video and we have no call to action. So someone will sign up for a video and they'll watch it, and then we forget to tell them to go sign up for a free gift, or we forget to tell them to call us to make an appointment, or we forget to tell them to, you know, whatever it is that we want them to do. So make sure that you do that at the end of your video, and maybe even, you know, you can have a bar there. YouTube allows you to write, you know, little notes and things that flash up, and you could say, go to my website and sign up for my free gift, and there you go.
I think that's awesome. And, you know, I think that's a perfect segue into your call to action, because she is going to be giving away 3 coaching sessions tell them what you're giving away, and tell them what are you looking for people in Central Florida? Are you looking for people anywhere in the United States? Tell us what your prize is.
Yeah, well, actually I have a gift for everybody, which I wanted to mention too, if that's okay.
That's perfect.
So if you go to beuvideos.com, that's BEYOU videos.com, I have a free gift there for everyone, and that is my mini video series on 12 steps to creating videos that grow your business. So please go ahead and sign up for that. That's a free gift for you. And for the first 3 people who go to actually, it's RhondaRyder.com, RhondaRyder.com, and I'll go to the contact us and send me an email. First 3 people get a coaching session with me. It's valued at $250. So we can talk about video coaching, we can talk about copywriting, we can talk about marketing, whatever it is, your message, whatever it is you'd like to talk about, whatever you need help with, that's what we'll talk about. You get to set the agenda. So 3 people get that coaching sessions, get one of those.
That's awesome. $250 plus the e-marketing newsletter. That is terrific. I'm so excited. You were awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. One final tip, be aware of the distracting elements that are in your background when you're shooting, because you don't want to be out enjoying nature and having someone doing something strange in the background, because trust me, I am no longer looking at your face, girlfriend. I'm looking at what's in the background. You also want to be aware that if you're talking about being a professional, or you're giving pointers about atmosphere, branding, or image, or whatever, make sure you don't have like dirty dishes in the background or a messy bookshelf or whatever. Those are things that are distracting elements that you could be saying one thing. It's not what you say, it's what you do, and it's how you walk and how you live that it's going to make you believable. So just pay attention to all those little details. All those little details are what helps you not only build that brand, but communicate your message, to develop the relationships, to grow your business, and to make a difference in the lives of others. Thank you so much for being with us today. Tune in next month. I look forward to continuing to work with each and every one of you. If you have not yet checked out Woamtec.com, please go to WOAMTEC.com and connect with me, because I'd love to get to know you better. Thanks, and have a great day. God bless.